Hey guys, Random here, and we're going to be continuing on with our Steins Gate playthrough. So let's get right into it. Kurisu and Daru go home, leaving me with Mayuri. I thought she was hard at work on her costume, but when I look, I find her staring at the wall. Her hands have stopped moving.
Mayuri?
Mayuri?
帰らないのか?
You're not going home? Usually doesn't stay this late. Her parents might be worried. I was thinking about what Okarin and Chris-chan were talking about earlier. I was trying to figure out what the thing you said meant, but it was all so complicated. I didn't get any of it. The only thing I get is that something amazing is gonna happen. Indeed, the world is about to change, and we shall be the ones to lead humanity into the future. You're shining, Okarin. Shining? What does that mean? You're shining, Chris-chan too, like two bright stars in the sky. That must be my aura of madness you're sensing. You know, it's been 10 days since Chris-chan joined us. Can I tell you how I've been feeling? Since Chris-chan became a lab mem, it feels like things have really started to happen. Like we're a real lab now, you know? Must admit, her knowledge has been a great asset. Of course, the girl genius who would never have joined us if not for the cunning of Hoinkomo. That's why you're shining so bright, Okarin. Chris-chan is really a big help to you, I know. But I can't do anything to help. Mayuri looks depressed. I wish I was smart too. Then maybe I could help. Mayuri. Never expressed such sentiments before. Is she jealous of Kurisu's talents? Is there competition brewing in the lab? I sigh and walk to the window. Can't see many stars in the sky. Mayuri, aren't you going to look at the stars? Mayuri comes up beside me. We lean out the window together. It's only 9 PM, but Akiba is already still and silent, save for the occasional car trundling by. Back when the lab just started, before Daru-kun joined, it was like this a lot, wasn't it? All quiet, just the two of us. Yeah, it was. Daru joined the lab in early May. Before that, he was unwilling to join no matter how I tried to convince him. Then he learned that the lab was just 3 minutes away from May Queen plus Nyan squared. Or Nyan Nyan. Suddenly he was all Future Gadget's lab. Hell yeah. But for about a month and a half after the lab's founding, it was just me and Mayuri all alone. Can Mayushi stay here? Is it really okay? Mayuri looks at me with uncertainty in her eyes. I meet her gaze firmly, then bop her lightly on the head. Don't be ridiculous. All you need to do is stay. Just stay. Without you, the lab would be a much less friendly place. You see how Kurisu and I argue? We can be pretty stubborn, and sometimes we don't know when to stop. But when it starts to get out of hand, Mayuri, you're always there with some ditzy, irrelevant comment to break the tension. Are you praising me? Well, yeah. Of course I am. Didn't really sound like it though. Don't worry about a thing. Just know that you two are part of my plan. Moo ha 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 ha. Okay, thanks Okarin. Mayuri smiles in relief. And then her stomach rumbles. I'm starving. I'll warm up some canned Odin. You want some too? Yeah, heat it up. Coming right up. Then we are chowing down on piping hot Odin. The next day, Mayuri and I go shopping at Vatican. We have a list written by Kurisu of parts for the time leap machine. Naturally, I'm paying for everything out of my own pocket. Kurisu and Dadu has already started working on the upgrade. Apparently, the conversion of memories into digital data requires software developed at Kurisu's lab in America. You can download that software from their dedicated server. But that's not the only thing we need. There's also some kind of brain scanning headgear that we're going to have to make ourselves. Incidentally, I have to pay extra close attention to make sure Mayuri doesn't wander off while we're shopping. If she sees some random store that interests her, she'll literally stop and stare at it for hours. I keep walking, of course, and only later realize that she's not behind me. Then I have to run from store to store looking for her. This must be how parents of small children feel. Well, I have a small child, and not exactly. Anyway, this is nothing new. Mayuri has always been like this. I'm begging you, stick with me. If you get lost in this labyrinth of technology, you'll never escape. Not with your sense of direction. Okie dokie. I'll be okay. I'll be careful, is what she said. By the way, how is time leaping different from time travel? Well, Kurisu did explain it. Did she really hear what I just said about not wandering off? Besides, Kurisu already explained the difference yesterday. Time travel means your whole body travels through time. Time leap will only send your memories to the past. It's simple. Just memories. No personalities or consciousness included. Although Kurisu did mention that there was no way to be sure what might happen to your consciousness. Oh. Does that mean you can do things with time loops that you can't do with D-mails? D-mail can only send instructions to the past. The past may change or it may not. The results are unpredictable and depends on the recipient. And when the past does change, the world line is reconfigured. Everyone loses their old memories. I'm the exception, thanks to reading Steiner. With a time leap, on the other hand, you can give your past self not just instructions, but all of the memories you have right now. Or at least that's the idea. We won't know for sure if it works until the machine is built. So I could send the costume I'm making back to last week. I would love to have another week to prepare for Komima. That might be possible with time travel, but not with time leaping. Hey, you had a test last week. Now that you know the answers, you can send that knowledge to yourself and ace the test. But you couldn't go back and hand yourself a cheat sheet. So Mayushi's mind goes into Mayushi 1 week ago? Yeah, that's a good explanation. Exactly. While this conversation has been going on, I've been steadily purchasing items from Kurisu's shopping list. You can't bring stuff, but you can bring your memories. I get it. Hope you get it. But then, what about Mayushi 1 week ago? Where did her memories go? Well, I assume they get overridden. We haven't tested it though, so there's no way to be sure.
消えちゃうってこと？
It disappears?
消えたとしても
Your memories right now include your memories from back then.
今の
So
思いの記憶
even
は
if
連
she
続して
does
いる
disappear, you don't really
記
lose
憶が
anything.
上書きされたとしても未来の1週間分の
I
記
guess you
憶が
could say you're
追加
just
される
adding your memories
という
from one
言い
week
方を
in
し
the
た方が良
future.
さそうだ。
じゃあね、じゃあ
Then
ね
if Mayushi's memories leap into the Mayushi 1 week ago, what happens to Mayushi now?
今のマヨシーの体はどうなっちゃうんだろう。
Mayuri's asking some pretty philosophical questions today. But I guess anyone would ask the same.
マヨシーが1週間
Mayushi's memories jump to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when my memories go bye-bye?
抜け殻になってい
You become an empty shell. No,
る。いや
that
待て
can't be right.
そうじゃ
That
ない
wouldn't make sense.
そういう助手がやろうと
My
している
assistance
のは
device merely
記
records
憶
your
をデー
memory
タ化して
data.
保存す
In
る
other words, it's just a
つま
backup.
り
The original memories are still inside you.
記憶を
Nothing
全
inside
て
the
脳から
brain is
抜き去
lost.
ってそれをデータ化するわけではないん
You
だ。
don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with.
だから
Your body shouldn't become an empty shell, and your consciousness shouldn't leap either. No, wait, there's another issue here.
というか
Actually, won't you become a new Mayuri?
って
One who
また
received
その
memories
一週間
from
を
the
経
future 1
験して
week
きた
ago.
マユリがここにいることになるのだ
Not that anyone, including me, would be able to tell the difference.
じゃあタイ
Then
ムリー
does
プ
the
する前
Mayushi who had the normal memories before the time leap get erased by the Mayushi who repeated the week
その1週
with
間を
extra
繰り
memory?
返したマヨシーに消されちゃうの？
This is getting complicated.
そうだ消える
That's
もう
right.
一度やり
Be
直すべ
erased.
きだな
In other words, you
そっくり
relive
そのまま
the
プレイ
week.
することも
You
できる
can't
し
do anything the same.
全く別
You
の
can't do
行動を
things.
取る
You
こと
can
も
do
できる
things the same, or you could do something completely different,
それと
and you'll
消えた
keep your
最初の
old
一週
memories
間
of the
の
week
記憶
that
自体も
disappeared.
マユリが持つ
じゃあね
And does that mean? The questions keep coming. She's trying hard to understand in her own ditzy way.
もしも
So I redo the week, okay. But what if I decide to go to Ikebukuro Kuro with my friends instead of coming to the lab today? What happens to the Mayushi talking with Okarin now?
過去が変わり
The present would change to match the past, and this conversation would never
こうして
happen.
ここで
Oh, and you wouldn't notice the difference, Okarin?
かない
ああそうだ
Right, no one would notice.
だとしたらね
That would be kinda sad.
なんだか寂しいね
俺が
For who? Me?
う
No, for
ん
Mayushi. I don't get what she means.
だからクリス
Maybe that's why Kurisu-chan doesn't want to change the past.
言ってたのかも
She nods to herself with a bright smile.
あ、ねえ
Oh,
ねえね
I just thought of
え
something.
タイムリー
Can
プ
you
は
time leap into the
未来
future?
には飛べないのかな
飛べるかもしれない
Maybe, but there wouldn't be a
飛んだと
point.
ころで意味はない
Kurisu and I reached that conclusion yesterday. The memories you send overwrite the memories at your destination. If you send your memories 1 week into the future, then the future you would lose 1 week of memories.
俺たちがやろうと
The
してい
whole
る
point of our
タイムリー
time leap machine is
過去に
to
送ってこそ
affect past
進化を
events.
発揮
We
する
don't need to worry about the future.
プそれに
Besides,
過去より
you're
未来
less
の方が
likely to
高い
reach the
可能性が
future
高い
than you are the past.
過去については思い出す
And
こと
that's
ができる
because the future is
未来に
inherently
ついては予測が
unpredictable.
つかないからな例えばマユリは
For example,
未来
do you think you'll have the same
同じ
phone
電話
number
番
for
号の
all
携帯を持
eternity?
ち続けていると思うか
わかんない
How should I know?
つまりそういう
Exactly my point.
それに
And
か
remember,
つてポケモンが
ages
携帯
became
に
obsolete
出現
with the
されてしまったよう
advent
に
of cell
携
phones.
帯に代わる
Similarly,
新たな
our
パーソナル
phones may be
端末が
replaced by some
爆発
other
的に流行してしま
device
う
in
か
the
もしれない
future. In order for the time leap to succeed, the target you must have a phone whose number you know. As long as that condition is met, there should never be a problem with setting the destination. The real problem is what inside the phone wave name subject to change is acting as the lifter. Until we figure that out, we can't reproduce the discharge phenomena at will. Phone wave name subject to change will remain incomplete. On the other hand, if we can figure it out, we'll have an endless source of electrons that, unlike CERN, needs no tuning. I'm exhilarated. The phone wave, named subject to change, is evolving by the day. Our invention of the time leap machine will put us light years ahead of CERN. Time travel will finally become a reality. I can't wait to try it out. My soul yearns for the taste of chaos. I barely managed to keep from bursting out in mad laughter. Come to think of it, more than 1 week has passed since we sent the first email, and although there was that strange threatening email, there remains no sign of Men in Black coming to haul us away. According to Daru, CERN hasn't discovered our hacking either. The next problem is what will happen when we use the time leap machine. In order to compress a human's entire wealth of memories into the requisite 36 bytes, we have to borrow the LHC's black hole. I can't believe that CERN won't notice an unauthorized activation of the LHC. How do we keep them from finding us? We need a plan. Oh, I guess I can't go back to grade school, can I? I don't have a phone back then. Mayuri's still talking about the time loop. You want to go back to your elementary school days? I know exactly how you feel. If you repeat elementary school with the knowledge you have now, you'll get top grades and have an easy time bending children to your will. Yeah, and I thought maybe I could see Grandma again. Ah, yes. I see. I'm afraid that's not possible. Mayuri's grandmother passed away when when Mayuri was in elementary school. Yeah, it's too bad, but I guess I don't really need to see her. I still remember her words, her smile, and her wrinkly hand patting my head. So even if I don't see her again, I'm okay. What I really wanted is to see little Okarin again. That's very nice of her, to be honest. Back then, I was already a scientist without equal, a titan towering above the other children. You can hardly be blamed for desiring to meet the child prodigy who would one day be feared as the great mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma. I don't want to meet Hoin what's his face, I want to meet Okarin. I am Hoin Kyoma. Always have been, always will be. Mayuri just doesn't get it. So I disregard her comment. Anyway, there's no point. You haven't matured at all since that time, so nothing would change if you went back to elementary school anyway. Hey, that's not true. Mayushi's all grown up now. The only thing that's grown is how much you eat. And your breast size. That's not true. Mayushi's a real woman now. A real woman? I kind of want to hear the details, but she probably doesn't know what she's talking about. Besides, I think Okarin's the one who hasn't changed since then. Isn't that what I said? I was already a genius mad scientist when you met me. The shopkeeper shoots me a glare. I guess this isn't the best place for maniacal laughter. Better get these parts and head back to the lab. We finish our shopping and come out in front of the station. By the way, Mayuri, have you not been working recently? Working? You mean it? Lemoine. Of course, May Queen plus Nyan Squared doesn't exist in the current wholesome Akiba. Komima's coming up, so I'm taking a few days off. I've got costumes to make.
今年は一体何
How
着
many
作ってい
costumes
る
are you making this year?
3着
3.
ね
One for Kei-chan,
楓ちゃんと
one for
のぶ
Fubuki-chan,
みちゃんの分
and then there's one for
ル
Luka-chan.
カちゃんの分
Wonder if Luka-ko is still refusing to wear it. I can hardly blame him. I mean, however cute he looks, he's still a guy. No, he's not. No, wait. That was before we sent the email. Now Luka-ko's a girl, I guess. How confusing. Ah, it's Mocha-san.
何
What? I look where my ear is pointing and see Mocha squatting by the staircase, staring hard at her cell phone. She looks more tired than the last time I saw her. There are bags under her eyes and her hair is frayed. The intensity of her expression makes me hesitate to call out to her. She'll probably just ignore me like before. On the other hand, she's a lab mem. I can't just ignore her.
そこの指圧師よ
Hey Finger, why the long
随
face,
分と開
eh?
かない顔をしているではないか
Doo-doo-doo. Mocha-san, what are you doing here? Mocha doesn't look up. She mutters something that I can't make out.
おーい
Hey, are you
聞いている
listening?
か
If you have a problem, the
悩
insane
みがあるなら
mad scientist
この
Horwin
狂気の
Kilmer
マ
will
ッドサイ
gladly
エンティス
assist.
トもっとも
But be
その
warned,
場合
by
は
the time I'm through,
秋
Akiba
葉が
will
血
be
の
an
海と
ocean
なる
of
ことを
blood.
覚悟してもらうかな
Mocha suddenly jerks upright as if poked with an electric prod. She lifts her head and stares at me with wide eyes, then jumps to her feet and walks right up to me. This is the first time I've seen Mocha express such emotion.
なんだ
What is it? What's
ど
wrong?
うした
She doesn't speak. That hasn't changed. Instead, she looks down and starts typing on her phone. Guess I should be ready for an email. What happened to the time machine, Mocha?
どうなっ
What do you mean?
た
What
とは
happened?
どういう意味だまだ完全には解明できていない今は改良中だ
Are you still using it? Did you figure out how it works, Mocha? We don't fully understand it yet. We're in the middle of upgrading it.
すご
It's
いんだよ
amazing. This time we might even be able to time
今度は
leap.
ねタイムリープができるようになるかもしれないんだって
What's a time leap? Tell me more, Mocha.
記事にはするなよ
Don't write anything about it, otherwise we'll have to expel you
俺
from
は
the
お前
lab.
をラボ面から波動
Mocha
し
shakes
な
her
けれ
head
ばならん
violently. Guess she won't write an article.
セルンへのハッキングによって
A hacking CERN has uncovered a new possibility for the phone wave name tablet to change.
セルンの一部
It's a
設備
form
を
of
曲
time
がりさせてもらう
machine,
ことに
time travel made
新
possible
た
by
なるタイ
borrowing
ムトラ
CERN's
ベルシス
equipment.
テムの構築だよこれは
This discovery will begin a new age of human civilization. No longer will men be slaves to time. Any future you desire can be yours. And history will record that we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, changed the world forever. And that's the problem, isn't it?
オカリンオカリン
Okadin, that was really confusing. You lost Mayushi. How can you not be moved by my speech? I'm talking about becoming legends here. Oka bites her lips and types out an email in irritation. Then she grabs my arm and digs in her fingernails. It hurts. Unhand me. But Mocha does not listen. What's a time leap?
タイムリープ
The time leap is a way to send your memories to the past.
記憶俺たちは
We found a way to make that
それを可能にする
possible.
方法を見つけ
Soon
出した
we'll complete the time machine
近いうち
and
に
become the undisputed lords of time.
我ら
あのね
Okadin came up with the idea, and Kurisu-chan told us how to do it.
できるって言って
Daru-kun's helping, and Mayushi and Okadin are shopping. Mocha suddenly releases me. Her eyes are blank, unfocused. She squats down on the spot just as we found her. She seems entirely drained of energy and will.
萌香さ
Are
ん
you okay, Mocha-san?
大丈夫
You feel sick?
ちょ
That's amazing. You've made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished?
こればかりもなん
I
とも
can't
言
be
えないな。
sure. There are still several
いく
problems
つか問題を
remaining.
残してい
If
る。
they don't give us too much
そ
trouble,
れがうまく
I
解決
guess
でき
we'll
れば
have it done in a week.
一週だが解
On
決
the
でき
other
なけれ
hand,
ば
we can't do
いつま
anything
で経って
until
も
they're
完
solved.
成はしない。すべてを
Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. I have faith there exists a path
解
to
決の
success.
道は開けていると。そして扉
And
が
once the
開いた
door is
時
opened, the chaos for which I have so
訪
longed
れるのは
shall
俺
at
が望む
last
混
descend
沌。
upon the earth.
世界を影から
Trumpets
支配す
will
る
sound
機
from the
関
highest heaven,
ラグナロックの
and the
幕
final battle, Ragnarok,
切って
will
落と
begin.
されるのだ。
Jeez, I've been playing a lot of games about Ragnarok recently.
オカリンは
Who are you fighting,
誰
Okarin?
と戦ってるの？
決して表舞台に
The
は現れない。
organization, of course.
支配
Their
者
rule
層に
must
決まってい
end
る。
once and for all. Wow! Don't do anything dangerous, okay?
でもね、危ないことはしちゃ
Why
ダメ
does
だから
Mayuri
ね。
insist on worrying about me? Oh? Mocha's lip curved into a smile. She rises to her feet unsteadily, then staggers off into the crowd. It's like she's forgotten about us completely. Mayuri and I can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back.
萌香さん、
What do you think is wrong with
どうした
Mocha-san?
のか
I've known she was kind of strange ever since I met her, but this? Maybe she's an escaped mental patient or something. Heh, not that her insanity can possibly compare to mine. Bright as I are nothing less than total and absolute chaos. Now Okarin's acting weird.
な？
Mayushi's
心配
worried.
です。
Mayushi looks scared. So I cease my maniacal laughter and a few minutes earlier than planned. Afterwards, Mayuri and I go our separate ways. She apparently has to deliver a costume to her friend Fubuki. When I return to the lab with my spoils of war, something surprising, though not too surprising, come to think of it, catches my eye. Ah, Kurisu is on the computer. As soon as she notices I've returned, she quickly closes the window on the screen.
ちょっと、
I
入
think
っ
you
てく
could
ると
knock.
きはノックぐらいして。
ここはお前のプラ
This
イベ
isn't
ー
your
トの部屋
room.
ではない。
Besides, I have to be a fool to knock.
敵が
There
待ち
could be
伏せしているかも
assassins
しれ
lying
な
in
い。
ambush.
敵が待ち伏せしてるかもって考えるバカ
Are
こ
you
そどこにいる？
それで、クリスティーナ。
Anyway, Christina, what were you looking at just now? Hmm? I already know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it. I was doing
調べ
research.
物よ。
Looks like she plans to continue this charade. I drop my bag and go to the computer. Stay back! I slip past Kurisu's blocking arm and restore the minimize window. Of course, it's our channel.
うん。
Got
な
a
んか
problem? Phew.
おい、
Hey, what's with that? This is
これ
awful,
はひど
ruffle,
い、はいはい
ruffle
ワルス
laughter.
ワルスみたいな笑い方はなんだ？
案ずるな。
Have no fear, Christina, or should I
Yeah.
call you at
アット
channel
チャ
or
ンネル
Chris?
はクリス。
その呼び方はやめて。
I already knew
俺
that.
はすでに気づいてい
You.
た。
That's right. I realized long ago that you
と
were
っ
an
く
at
に気づ
channeler.
いていたのだよ。お前が隠そうとしても
You
俺には
can't
わか
hide
る。
it from me. Eureka
Oh,
at
I
channel
アット
corruption.
チャンネラーとしてのに。
失礼だな。
How rude.
ちゃんと
I
毎
make
日
sure
香り
to
がきつくな
apply
い香水つけて
light
るぞ。
perfume every day.
バカめ。
Fool. That's not what I meant. I'm talking about the scent
俺
of
が
your
言っているのは
soul.
魂。
魂って。
My soul?
具
What's
体
that
的には
supposed
ど
to
んな
mean?
ところだ？
Explain.
定義を聞かせて。
今後。
Why?
バレないための
So you can
参考に
learn
す
how
る
to
のだ。
hide it? Shut
うる
up.
さい。
Just explain
い
already.
いから聞かせろ。
具体的もクソもない。
There's nothing to explain.
お前は
You use
たま
at
に
channel
ア
memes
ットチャン
in
ネル用語をつ
conversation.
ぶやくとき
I'd have to
が
be stupid not to notice.
うつだ。
Feels bad, man.
今のもアットチャンネル語だな。
That's an at channel meme too. Fubuki-chan and Kei-chan praised me for the cosplay I made them this time. I'm really happy. Ooh, you've never mentioned them before. I really like making costumes. You really like making... Huh? What made you so passionate about cosplay anyway? Your soul is tainted with the essence of @channel. Cannot hide it, not in such close proximity to another who uses @channel memes in actual conversation. Your soul resonates. That's it. It's all Hashida's fault. No, it's not. You were already into it before. But it's cute how you try to hide it. @channel Chris. Don't call me that. She glares at me hard. If looks could kill. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future. But I don't understand. You're raised in America, so how are you so familiar with @channel? You can browse @channel from America. Need I say more? Ah, I get it. Living in an English-only environment made you hungry for Japanese. But did you have to resort to @channel? I think @channel is a bit like 2chan or 4chan, but like... Well, 2chan's a Japanese one of 4chan, so... I mean, if you believe the... Wait, that's it. Suedo intellectuals in the media, browsing @channel is like reading scribbles on the bathroom wall. Sure, it's not the friendliest place, but I couldn't find anywhere that felt more Japanese. Anyway, can I ask a favor? What is it? Kurisu turns and mumbles something, but her voice is so low I can't make it out. If you have something to say, say it. Kurisu turns bright red, but her sullen expression doesn't change. Please don't tell anybody about it. What difference does it make? Naru is the most hardcore @channeler who ever lived, and Mayuri is an otaku too. Even I browse @channel regularly. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Just boldly write hobbies. Browsing @channel on your... Not a chance, you idiot. What? You mean you'd rather post anchors on VIP? What is VIP? To link to a specific post on a message board, usually as a reply. On @channel, this is done by typing number, blah blah blah, like 4chan. Newsflash VIP board, although ostensibly for the discussion of news stories, yeah. I hate myself for understanding those words. Well, whatever. If it will help you focus on the time leap machine, I'll keep your secret for now. Besides, it's just a matter of time before you make another mistake and reveal your true colors. You don't have to worry about me. Remember that I represented my entire laboratory when we presented our research, even though there were men twice my age on the project. I'm an expert at dealing with people. I'll have no trouble keeping it a secret. Nulpo. I don't know what that means. An old @channel term. First seen on the programming board in 2003. Nulpo is short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in a Java programming language. When someone announces nulpo, the correct response is to smack them on the head and say ga. Let's see if that happens. Ga. Ga. No! Kurisu's face gets even redder, and then she falls to her hands and knees in the oars position, which is like the O is the head, the R is the arm, and the Z is the leg. So it's kind of like they're doing a doga? Like, yeah. Just as I thought, @channel is in her blood and bones. She doesn't have a prayer. At night we tried to activate the phone wave name subject to change, but as expected the discharge did not occur. You forgot? It all started when you asked for a costume of Gojido, the flame user from King of Histories. Remember, I thought it looked great on you, but you only wore it once. Such a waste. Yawn. Mayuri's at her sewing machine putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier than this evening after delivering a different costume to her friend Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work. Mayuri, go home before it gets too late. Your parents will worry. It's okay, I'm gonna stay the night. Really? You've never done that before. Yeah, I already told Mum and Dad. Are you staying to work on your costume? It won't be done in time for Komima if I don't. I'm surprised your parents let you stay. I've met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Mayuri. That is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Komima for me. I don't think I can go this year. Nyan, I just don't have the energy, Nya. I'm completely burned out. I can hear a voice shouting, "Get up, Joe!" Nyan, someone save me. The world is collapsing. Not like you. Pull yourself together. I need your help finding RV in 5100. What happened? Is the organization attacking? You're messing with me again, aren't you? Stop making me worry. Maybe this because, like, yeah. But still, I don't think they would appreciate their underage daughter staying overnight in this dirty lab. It must be my overwhelming charisma. No, wait, that makes me sound like a good person. So that can't be it. Of course. Mayuri's parents are so afraid of my insanity that they sent me their only daughter as a hostage. Reported. Kurisu calls out from the development room. She's been tinkering with the phone wave name subject to change, but I guess she was listening. What would you do if I called the cops on you? I unleash my right arm on traitors, Christina. Yeah, 12秒. Whatever. I told Mum and Dad that Kuris-chan would be here. Then they said okay. Wait, so I have to stay too? Yep. Don't you have to work on the phone work? I guess, but I don't relish the thought of spending the night here. At least not with a certain somebody around. Environment matters, Christina. This is a place of science and research, so you should have no trouble concentrating on your work. Trust the great Ho-Win Kyoma. Also, it may surprise you to learn that I have equipped this lab with a system that stimulates brain function. You're full of bullshit. So if you're wondering where my incredible genius comes from, now you know. It's because I sleep in this room every night. This stimulation system of yours, I assume it's been dumping toxic waste in your brain. You sound like an environmentalist zombie. Ah, Mayushi knows. You're talking about that, right? Lisa comes out of the development room to check what Mayu is pointing at. This air freshener? Okarin said the smell makes you smarter. He brought it Akibao. When was that? About 6 months ago. It was on sale for 500 yen. Like $5. I'm starting to think even you don't believe the stuff you say. And besides, this air freshener is empty. Yeah, when I went to buy replacement packs, they had already stopped selling them. Well, whatever. I was planning to stay either way. I'll join you, Mayuri-san. Really? That's great. On one condition, Okabe leaves. Me? Leave? I practically live here. This lab was promised to me by Steins Gate. It's the dwelling place on my soul. We girls are staying here overnight, so you filthy boys need to show respect. Your home isn't even far from here, right? Okarin lives close to Mayushi in Ikebukuro. Why? That's less than 30 minutes by train. Anyway, I'm not going to need your help tonight, so just go home like a good boy, okay? But I refuse. What? Are you planning to molest us? Shut up, Mongolian spot. I don't have a Mongolian spot. And when did you see my butt anyway? I can't leave two young girls here alone. Minors need guardian. But Okarin's a minor too. I'll be 20 in less than a year and a half. In other words, Steins Gate has decided that I am an adult. I'm pretty sure that makes you a minor just like us. Kurisu-chan, I don't think Okarin would do anything bad. I mean, we've been together for more than 10 years, and he hasn't molested me once. But he took you hostage, didn't he? Yep, actually, I'm still his hostage. We should kick him out of the room. I sigh deeply and place a hand on my forehead. You disappoint me, Christina. This lab is a place of science. We are above such petty concerns as sex. If you must speak of these vulgarities, then I'll have to ask you and your Mongolian spot to leave. Looks like that was enough to convince Kurisu. She gives me a fine gesture and she returns to the development room. So Christina really does have a birthmark on her butt. No! Alright, so I might leave it here since the scene changed. Alright, so thanks for watching again. I know it's still going on, we're getting very close to the end, as things are about to become a little bit crazy. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will definitely be seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching.